money for emerging artists, and we've grown the budget substantially. And so there's a piece of work to do that is about acknowledging how our practice has evolved, because all the work, philosophically, all the work has always been about the artists that are independently producing it, when in reality we are now commissioning and being the primary investor in the work. So there's some work to do there that I'm kind of interested in before we go. In terms of how I'm leaving it, I mean, yeah, well, I think I'm leaving in really good shape.
I think that's what everybody else said as well.
Yeah,
congratulations.
Thanks, Robin. I mean, and I think I think it would be timely for Next Wave, and I know the board agrees with me, to consider international candidates. So, you know.
Line up and have a word in
yeah,
her
totally.
ear, right?
We'll be advertising it shortly. But look, it is a job of a lifetime. And no one will understand this reference except the Australians, but like, I kind of feel like Chris Judd, who...
He is a footballer, for all of you who
Australian
don't know.
footballer. For the West Coast Eagles, this man won best and fairest and took his team to the grand final and then won. And then he had to figure out at 30, like, what else to do. And I kind of feel like that is like the best job I could have imagined. So I have to now figure out what else to do. But I do think risk breeds interesting ideas, and that's what I'm trying for.
That's great, and that's a disgraceful thing for a 30-year-old to say. I have no sympathy about your quandary.
No, I know.
Go away now.
Okay.
Go on. I know that during the meeting there's been a lot of discussion about residencies and the enthusiasm that everybody has for residencies, and we all know there was one famous incident where in the days when there were very few residencies in the 70s, the late great Australian theatre maker Nigel Triffett got an Australia Council grant for a production, for a development period of a production, and took the entire company to Morocco for rehearsals. We all admired him very much for that. It was very well done. But that's in a time when residencies weren't really part of the menu. There's been a lot of discussion and very positive enthusiasm about residencies, but one of my international colleagues basically said, is there enough support for projects post-residency? It's all very well for everybody to go and have a great and inspiring time, and that will engender a huge number of ideas and work that you want to do and work with people that you envisage. But then, is there an equivalent for all the investment in residencies? Is there an equivalent to really satisfy the uptake on great new projects? So I think on the issue of residencies, and we would have got Margaret to come up and have a chat about that. She chaired the panel, but she's had to leave. So just something to think about. We get enthusiastic about residencies, but are they frequently too often an end stop in themselves? Or do we have to get an equivalent